All right, let's see if I can do this one more time without dropping the microphone as we get started. Welcome to another show inside the truck studio. Greenhouse Entertainment proudly presents the Inner Heel Turn podcast on a glorious, cloudy Tuesday. It gets sunny, then it gets cloudy. Look, before we get started though, let's go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsor of the show, oldglory.com, which is your ultimate spot for anyone who lives in graphic tees. I'm talking movie shirts, TV shirts, sports shirts, rock band shirts, rapper shirts. If it's iconic or just plain dope, Old Glory's got it printed, fitted, and ready to wear. Whether you're repping your favorite classic film, throwing it back to a legendary band, or showing your love to your team or your favorite artist, they've got designs you won't find anywhere else. And the quality? Oh, it's soft, durable, and built to survive real life, not just a photo shoot. And because you're part of the Heel Turn family, you already know we had to hook you up. Use discount code JB at checkout for 15% off your entire order. That's right, every tee, every style, every fandom. If it's in your cart, the code JB knocks it down. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet with shirts that actually say something about it, hit up oldglory.com. Again, that's oldglory.com and use JB for 15% off. Wow. I chopped that up a little bit. That could have been a whole lot better. But I mean, what can I say? We're at the end of the day. Been sitting around saying, "Hey, we got to do one. We got to do one." Been getting everything lined up so we could do one. So pulled up some stuff with some questions to throw out there that I figure I could give some answers to give a better insight about me and I guess my thought process on a bunch of stuff. You know, mental, show related, sports related. Let's see where we could start at. There was one. All right, let's go with this one. What's a sports take you stand on even if nobody agrees with you? I'd have to say there's two of them, but one of them that I will probably stand on forever. Like there is no swaying. There's no okay. I see what you're saying. Tom Brady is not the greatest quarterback of all time. He's not. I don't. You can miss me with all that. And I know what was it? 10 Super Bowls. He won 7. Means he lost 3, right? I mean, if we're being honest about it, when people start talking about LeBron and Jordan, what's the one thing they always go to? Jordan didn't lose in the finals. Montana didn't lose in the Super Bowl. I mean, are we only going to use this argument for one side? Oh, was it Brady, career leader? Has he got yards and touchdowns? I think he's just got yards. He's got one of them. Well, on the flip side, whenever anybody says that about the LeBron Jordan debate, what do they say? Well, LeBron has played long enough. He should have those records. Brady played just as long as LeBron. So I was never impressed with I've always hated Tom Brady. Okay. There is hatred there. But he's not the greatest quarterback of all time. I've seen some people go as far as saying he's the greatest football player of all time. Now, that right there is completely ridiculous. The people that actually said that are probably smoking crack. Let's just be honest about it. But that one I will stand on. You cannot tell me anything that's going to sway me from that. Let's see. There was where did it go? If you could rewrite one heartbreaking sports moment, which one are you fixing? What do we have here? Fire truck. Something's going on. Anyway, Oh no, that's the cops. Which one am I rewriting? Anybody who knows me. Super Bowl 25, wide right. That field goal goes in if I'm rewriting it. Who cares if Buffalo doesn't make the next four Super Bowls? They win that one. So that's all I'm saying about that. That's easy. Let's see. There was one about the show. What's the hardest part about running a podcast that people don't see? Just getting everything together. I mean that's the hard part. When you don't have a set time frame like I'm going on right now, it's hard to figure out when you're going to fit one in, and then exactly what are you going to talk about. Because the ones I've done in the past, we had set schedules that helped, but then it was the preparation. Well, what are we going to talk about now? How many have I done now? Four. The first one I did, the preparation for that one was simple. It was easy. It was called The Brain on Wrestling with your mom's favorite and Jason the Brain. The name says it all. All I had to do was keep up with what was going on Monday nights or Friday nights, big pay-per-view events. We had guests on. The preparation for that was easy. Then we had the Mic Check podcast, which was only around for a few episodes. It then turned into YS, the podcast, with me, my boy The Green, big shout out, and my man Reggie. That one, that one was, it was still easy, but it got to a point where it's like, well, what are we going to talk about today? And once it starts becoming hard for me to figure out what I'm going to talk about from day to day, instead of just I'll take that back. With that one, it was easy because if we could just find one thing to get the ball rolling, the rest was downhill. At the same time, I was doing the Divergence podcast with my boy Big Steve. Big shout out, Divergence Bourbon. Um, that one that one wasn't hard once we got it going. It was just the premise on that one was talking to small business owners, local business owners, trying to get them on because we were trying to get our brands out and we wanted to give them a platform to get their brands out. Surprisingly, it's hard for some reason for small business owners. I guess the ones I was reaching out to, nobody really reached back. So that's the hard part. Here's a good one. Do you ever get nervous before recording? And how do you push through it? Yes, always. Always have gotten nervous before recording. And the only reason to that is my thing is always I got to get the start right. If I start it right, the rest is gonna go smooth. And it's just like anything. Like you wanna change jobs. You're tired of the job you're at. What's the hard part? Taking that step to actually leave where you're at. That's all. And that's always has been with me is getting started. And that makes me nervous. Let's see, what else do we have on here? I thought we had more on here that I thought were good ones. Uh, told you, man. Let's see. How do you stay motivated on days when you don't feel like creating? I haven't thought about that. Oh, that's the good thing about right now is, like I said, with not having just a time frame set up each week of I feel like I have to do it, and I'm just winging it whenever I feel like hitting record and go. I feel like I don't have to stay motivated. Whereas with the previous podcast, having the set date, some days it was hard to get motivated and or stay motivated. And that was mainly because of what material do we have to go with today? And there were many shows where I found some material to get us started as I was doing the intro and introducing everybody on the show. So, uh, let's see. What's one thing you wish more people understood about athletes' mental health? I mean, I wouldn't say athletes in general. I would say everybody's mental health. I don't know if y'all can hear the Mexican screaming, but that's not a bird or anything like that. That's a Mexican on top of a scaffold hollering for more bricks to get thrown up. Uh, just what what I one thing I wish more people understood about it is, man, how serious it is. Really, how unpredictable. Because you never know. Because I'm bipolar, and I I know other people who are. I don't. I'm not sure if they want me exactly saying who they are, so I won't do that. But um, it's different from person to person on how it affects everybody. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if he's ready. And let's see. Who's a dream guest you want on the show? Actually, I don't know. Right now, I don't know about doing the guests. And I'm getting in talks. I'm gonna get my man on here. Um, the program director of the AAU basketball team, the Mississippi Rising Stars. We're gonna get him on here. Uh, very soon, very soon. So before we leave, I mean, I looks like I'm fixing to have to go spray something. I was going to try to make this a little bit longer. Thought I had more time, but we're going to end it with this. All right. It's Tuesday, the day that doesn't get the hype of Monday or the excitement of Friday. But here's the secret nobody talks about. Tuesday is the day you build something. Monday is for starting. Friday is for finishing. But Tuesday is for shaping the life you're trying to create. And I want you to hear this clearly. All right. Open up your ears and listen clearly. You don't have to wait for a perfect moment to make progress. You don't need the stars to line up. You don't need every answer. You just need the courage to take one honest step forward today. Maybe that step is small. Maybe it's messy. Maybe it's not the step you wanted to take, but it's the one you can take, and that's enough. A lot of people underestimate days like today. They think motivation only shows up in big bursts, the dramatic moments, the big wins, the highlight reels, but real growth happens in the quiet, unglamorous. Tuesdays are where you choose to keep going even when nobody's watching. So if you woke up tired or stressed or unsure of yourself, let me remind you of something simple. You've already survived every tough day you've ever had. You've already proven you can handle more than you thought. You've already shown resilience without even realizing it. Today isn't about being perfect. Today is about being present. Today is about choosing progress over pressure. So take a breath, set the intention, do the thing that moves you forward, even an inch, because inches turn into feet, feet turn into miles, and miles turn into momentum. Let this Tuesday be the day you quietly build something you'll be proud of later. Not for applause, not for validation, just for you. You're capable, you're growing, and you're not doing this alone. And with that, I am your boy JB. This has been another short episode of the Inner Heel Turn podcast. We'll see you later. Go check out oldglory.com. Discount code JB, 15% off. Holla!